NBA sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Big Easy. And with that Who Dat chant bouncing off the walls behind us, we know that we're ready for football at Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Kyle Shanahan on the 49ers sideline. Across from him, Saints head coach Kellen Moore. His guys, on the other hand, came out on top in their opener. So the first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Louisville.
And a very promising debut in week 1. Let's face it, rookie quarterback, anytime you can go out in week 1 that way and get a victory, you take that as a giant positive as a team and as a player. Now, they're working on improving his own individual play while continuing to help his team win.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 23 carries, 117 yards.
So coming off the opener where they established the run and established it well, their goal is to make sure that the trend continues and to serve notice to the rest of the league that they might be a run-first team.
2 yards to go, second down. They run it again with Kamara. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brings up second down.
Kamara up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Brings up third and 7.
To throw now, Shuck. The 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
That's good for a Saints. First down.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cam Akers, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone, how about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. We might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week, 21 carries, 97 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
A gain of 12. And a 49er first down.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
This one caught by Kittle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 39. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You talk about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw, Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles. 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness. Go pick it up.
Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand to Kamara. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. Second and 7, operating from the 34. Again, it's Kamara. Gets past one man. And this will wind up a Saints first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for us Saints.
So after the run by Kamara, now another first and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Now it's second and 10.
At the 44-yard line.
Now Shuck. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Brings up third down.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Saints first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Shuck. There's a short one caught by Johnson. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second down at the 40-yard line.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Third down, Shuck from the gun. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
A 59-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Play action. Now Purdy. In trouble, and he's taken down. And all will be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
Loss of 2 yards.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Devon Godshaw getting in there and dropping it.
That's a pretty darn good start to this season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
$10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Purdy. Now he's flushed out right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So here are the Saints to take over. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
That's good for a Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A 10th carry for Kamara. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Bernardo Green on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. So he fly off the tackle, and that effort gives him the 1st before he's brought down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
For us Saints. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
brings
The
up
Saints at 1-0
second and
on the
10.
year following the
At
win
the
in Week 1.
49ers,
And they've gotten a
34
pretty good
yard
deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season.
Taysom Hill, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints are able to add on to that lead. This offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in Week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Groupie able to add the PAT. And that makes our score 17-0.
49ers nothing.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the Saints.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. Oh, he shifts past him. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
First down, 49ers.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
He was taken
They'll
down
lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Purdy now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Throwing here, Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. And get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
As the game has evolved, the fullback has become less of a ball carrier. But when he does touch it, no one on the defensive side wants to see him approaching.
Moody good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
49ers.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And able able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
At their own 28-yard
They have to be
line.
pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Off the play fake, Shuck. Little short pass here to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Throwing,
Brings
Shuck.
up 2nd and 7.
He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
At the 24-yard line.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Leonardo Green.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, a 6-yard touchdown run. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week, and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers.
The kick is
The point after, good by Groupie. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away.
For the Saints.
And able to get this out to the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
1st down, San Francisco.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. That's complete to Pearson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
The gut, McCaffrey. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
The tackle made by Demario Davis. A gain of 15. And a 49er.
Now Purdy.
First down.
And a catch made by his tight end, Luke Farrell. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
49ers.
Purdy looking to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 2-yard gain.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 to go in this first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Purdy sets up to throw again. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
A 4-yard gain.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout
The 4-yard line.
as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. McCaffrey will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Back to throw. Purdy dancing to his and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brock Purdy as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
49ers 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Saints take over.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought one of the best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of score a little bit. So I expect them to come back, continue to throw the ball effectively.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jennings. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
And it's third down.
Purdy from the gun.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
That quick shuffle pass here is complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20.
That's good for another Saints.
They'll throw. Here's Shock.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Second down and 4.
A 5-yard gain. Brings up second.
On the counter, this is Akers.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Operating from the gun, here's Shock.
Touchdown! Taysom Hill, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Saints are able to extend their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Groupie able to add the PAT.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
49ers 14.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Pete Werner on the
Taken down by Pete Werner.
A gain of 3.
Ball on the 27. Here's a second down and 6.
27-yard line.
Looking to throw. Purdy. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, San Francisco.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Second and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw, Purdy.
This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
It's a gain
The
of
decision
11.
to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards and the first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Coming left is Camara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Brought down behind
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 24-yard line.
To throw now, Shuck. The pass caught by Olave. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now it's third and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Camara. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. First and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Here's Pearsall on the jet sweep. On this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he'll be out right at the 35. So since that last gain did not get a first, they'll decline the penalty there and force a fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and they will take over first and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Camara, and he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Brought down at the 26. Brings up second down.
Working out of the gun here, Shuck. A little short pass here to Hill. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. The Saints on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
That's good for a Saints first down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call.
3rd
and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are on their way to a 2-0 start. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
A point after, good by Groupie. And the lead is now 24.
38, 49ers 14.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
It's 2nd and inches at the 36-yard line.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
And the 49ers first down.
Connects with Kittle underneath.
Purdy's pass.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Purdy. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 43.
A gain of 12. 1st down, 49ers.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
1st down, San Francisco.
Purdy now to throw. Throw over the middle, pulled in here by Farrell. From the 21, here's the 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Saints' 21-yard line.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. The Niners on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline is still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Looking to put a drive together. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
He was brought down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Shuck. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And he's going to try and do this himself. Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down.
Here's Kamara on the read option. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Boy, 175 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at their 48-yard line.
On the counter, here's Kamara. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Back at the 45-yard line.
Here's Shuck out of the shotgun. He gets it to Cooks. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
A gain of 5.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before.
Here comes the Saints punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
He was taken
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
A gain of 6 yards.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Quincy Riley.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And the 49er first down.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
A gain of 7.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
George Kittle.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First down.
Purdy looking to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Purdy. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
A pickup of 2 brings up 6.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for New Orleans, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.